Walking through town, it's finally stopped snowing. I think the rain yesterday managed to clear away the majority of the snow. Popping down to work. I'm not in work today, but I'm going to meet Peter, spend some time with him, just like a day off, just to see Pete and say hey. I've not had like a day off in ages where I can just chill with Peter. I popped into Poundland and I bought him an Easter egg as well, so he should be happy with that. I'll have given him this Easter egg by the time this video goes up, so it's not a spoiler or anything. And Zach, my little brother, sent me a message saying that he watched one of my videos where I just couldn't be bothered to do anything and he was in a down mood, and it inspired him to put a load of washing in. And you know what? That's worth it. Well done, Zach, thank you. The fact that I can say, look, I wasn't feeling great, this happened, this happened, this happened, and someone else said, wow, I should go and do something. That is exactly the point. So I'm going to finish off building my green screen and film that later, but for now, I'm going to go and see Pete, say hey, and give him this Easter egg. The rain has indeed melted most of the snow. The birds are back chirping. I love the sounds of nature. You don't realise how nice and important it is until it's gone. Whenever I was walking through, wow, there's a bird on the path over there. I want to see if I can turn the camera and get it. Just hopping around. Let's see if I can walk forward. You don't realise how important the sound of nature is until it's not there. And it's one of the most relaxing and tranquil things. I remember many years ago when I was walking to some martial arts lessons I used to teach from village to village in the kind of local countryside area that I lived in, and walking down those country roads in the glorious sunshine, across fields and through small bits of wood, and it was beautiful. It was really tranquil, really serene, and I loved it. And that moment I was really happy. I just thought, this is nice, to be outside in nature, moving from place to place, doing something, teaching something that I'm passionate about and good at. That's what I should do more. Travel around and teach stuff that I know, teach stuff that I like, but within a beautiful environment. But that's of course a crazy dream that will one day maybe happen. For now, I'm going to go and meet Pete, give him this Easter egg. I'll probably film the walk as soon as Pete arrives, because he always gets nervous whenever I film stuff. He always gets nervous and always gets worried that I'm doing something, you know, unseen, something untold. But no, I genuinely am just giving him an Easter egg, because I'm that kind of guy. I'm at work now and I'd like to give Pete this Easter egg, but Pete's actually in work, so I can't film while I'm in there. So I'll say goodbye and I'll let you know if Pete liked it. Okay, so Pete's here and I met him in work, so I've already given him the egg, so this is not his, reaction to being given the egg, but through the power of acting, we're going to pretend that I've just given him the egg and he's going to react how he did. Okay, ready? Hey Pete, here's an Easter egg.
It's a bit shit, Josh. You didn't actually expect that one.
We're walking back to town and Pete used the word, oh I know a shortcut. Well, he used the several words, the phrase if you will, oh I know a shortcut. How's that working out, Pete?
We might be lost, not 100% sure just yet.
We're definitely in Derby, we're just not in the part of Derby we wanted to be in. I mean, if we had a car to wash, or, I mean, to be fair, they're all just car places around us now. Yeah, so Pete's version of a shortcut.
We'll go here in a sec. We'll go this way, this looks promising.
This looks promising? Look. I mean, I've got an Easter egg with me in case we get stuck, but I don't think we can hang out that much longer. I'm wearing about 4 billion coats, so I'm beginning to melt slowly, and the plan is to watch Hustle, the TV show Hustle, one of my mum's old favourite TV shows. Great show about a load of con men. So we're going to watch Hustle when we get in and have an Easter egg. That's the plan, if we ever get in.
Don't look at me.
So Pete's headed back off home. He came around mine. We watched the first episode of Hustle. We spent ages in town trying to find the DVD box set of the TV show Hustle, which is about con men. And we went to CEX, HMV, that's entertainment, cash converters, cash generators, every single charity shop in town to try and find it. Couldn't find it anywhere. Eventually came home. We just found the first episode on the internet, so we watched it from there. But right now I'm going to continue building my green screen, get that up and going, do some general housey work, and tomorrow Pete reminded me, and I'm very thankful he reminded me, that I need to be in Nottingham because someone is covering my shift. Pete is actually covering my shift, so thank you to Peter for that. I'm going to build my green screen and then hopefully get some more Baldur's Gate played. Got a free day today, but I can't waste it. It's not a wasted day, it's a useful day for doing productive stuff. So right now, green screen building. Project 1 for the day is to redo the green screen frame. The lighting's really good all of a sudden, not sure quite why. When I sit here it goes a lot darker, but yes, project number 1 was to redo the green screen frame. That's been redone. So you'll notice, if I take the camera over here, that the joints have not only been done with tape, but they've now been sealed with a shoelace in a kind of twine pattern around the side. This is done on all 4 of the major joints. The shoelace is used kind of like tying sticks together, a bundle of sticks. It's used to make sure they're nice and strong. And up here we've also got it supported with some green electrical tape. And you'll notice there are now 2 cross struts. One's here, the diagonal, and one is over here. Now these diagonals previously were either in front of or behind of the cross beams. Not anymore. They're now directly on them. Now engineers will probably have a go at me for this because they're not supported by anything, just duct tape holding them in place. But the duct tape is doing its job. If I try and wiggle this side to side now, hardly moves at all. It's exactly what I wanted it to do. So I'm going to get the green screen hung up over that, use the tension clamps I've got to keep it nice and taut, and hopefully that'll give me a lovely flat green surface. As far as the fort goes, changes do need to be made, but it is surviving. You can see down here it is leaning pretty heavily. I taped it to the bed, and you can see here this bit of silver you shouldn't be able to see at all. It's leaning pretty heavily, so got to get some serious duct tape going on with that. Thankfully I've got a serious amount of duct tape, so let's get creating and building. Build the world you want to live. Build the world you want to live in. So I decided to play Doggy Doggy Literature Club and give it a bit of a go, see how cute that was. It was a mistake. Playing the game was a mistake. I've just finished playing the Doggy Doggy Literature Club. The whole thing was a deeply unsettling experience, and I will play through it on stream and make a video as soon as I've finished Baldur's Gate. That was an experience and a half.